studios early in the morning, Sunday morning. I have this artist I've been working with for about, I would say maybe 2 to 3 years. I've been knowing this artist. Won a few of my shows. Now, first time got him here in my studios, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Omari Ocean, what's good, my guy?
What's dope? What's goody?
Well, first off, we got a lot to talk about. It's fucking 7 in the morning. We here doing this interview. Nobody else in the building, by the way. Like, we here in my
commitment.
Yeah, for real, on both ends too, man. Especially since I got done doing this shit at like 3 o'clock this morning. But being an artist, first off, I already know what style of music you have. But for the record, what style of music do you have?
Me do dancehall, real blood clot dancehall, real but dancehall.
Now, what's the difference between like real dancehall versus the other stuff that we traditionally hear?
You have dancehall nowadays that is a little bit, I don't want to say diluted, but it's very much more Americanized now.
Right.
So they try to maybe not as much sexualize it,
right,
or they try to not make it as much as aggressive. But when you look at the culture of dancehall, and when you go like back in Jamaica and look at the real dancehall culture, you know real dancehall. You can just know, you can feel it. It's just an embodiment. It's a culture. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with you being a dancehall artist, you know what I'm saying, and I don't see you kill my shows, other people's shows. You're consistently posting. Like, I don't seen you with Spice before. Like, I found out today that y'all actually like know each other.
Yes. Big up the queen, yo. That is my queen. I'm a mentor of everything that she do. I just love her, and she just continuously show me her grace, and her name is Grace. And big up also, and big up Lisa Hype and Pampute, who I feel are trendsetters in dancehall as well, because they've also helped me pave my way in Makadai Manto. So
what is some of the I would say troubles that you've had as an artist so far?
Well, I'm dancehall's first male LGBTQ artist.
Oh, word, okay.
So that title alone comes with a lot to bear.
Right.
Shunned out of shows. People don't want to play my music. They will start scratching my music while I'm playing them, doing my performance, or stop my music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had people that don't want me in certain buildings. I've gone to like certain dancehall events, and people tell me that I make them feel uncomfortable. And I be looking at them like, what the fuck? I had people that tell me don't. Yeah, I have people all the time that let me know me being a presence or me being an essence in somewhere is troublesome, bothersome, and some will go out of the way to either make me feel lesser than what I already know that I am.
So I know that's got to be, frustrating and discouraging. You know what I'm saying? How do you?
Not discouraging.
It's not discouraging?
Not at all.
Oh. No, because I just thought, I'm not saying it, no disrespect first off, you know what I'm saying, but like, I know it can definitely be frustrating.
It is frustrating at times, but I think that helps me stay on my feet, keep me on my toes. It's like I have to expect it. I always expect, no matter what performance, know where I go, knowing what I represent, that it may come with something, but I have to always be on my toes just in case something happens, or I need to learn how to flip it to make it mine. You know what I'm saying? Which I think I do perfectly.
100%. So you being not only, like you said, black male, first off, black male, doing dancehall music, and you represent the LGBT community.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, when you go to these open mic events or these showcase events, you already gonna have 3 strikes against you.
Right.
You know
Thank you. Yes.
You already gonna have 3 strikes against you. So you gotta have that type of confidence when you're doing your shows. Like, I remember when I first seen you perform, and I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about nobody being LGBT. I don't give a fuck about nobody being black, blue, gray. Music is music. If somebody can perform, they can perform. You know what I'm saying? And when I see you perform, I say, yo, he is a star. For real. Like, he is a star. So, like, over the years, you've been doing, all type of events. What would you say is the biggest event that you've ever done?
Caribbean Fest was one of the biggest events. I wish they would do that again.
Where was that at?
That was in Atlanta.
Okay, word.
Caribbean Fest was the first or the biggest Caribbean Afrobeats festival they had in Atlanta. They had Dovey Magnum open, as well as, I can't remember who the other artist was there, but that was one of the biggest. That was so dope for me because Drege, who does Rum Punch Brunch, shout out to Rum Punch Brunch. You know, I'm an ambassador. Shout them out. Drege was a judge for that, and he ended up choosing me to do Caribbean Fest. I felt at that time my music in dancehall was not very as strong as dancehall as it is right now. So him even choosing me was like I had to have something there to show him. So I was the first male LGBTQ open dancehall artist to perform at Caribbean Fest.
Wow.
And this goes to any artist. Whatever accolades that you achieve, no matter how big or small, claim them. Because people may look at you like, oh, because people look at me all the time like, oh, Caribbean Fest, because I opened Caribbean Fest. So there wasn't maybe as much people in the front, but to be on that stage, to be on this stage, to be mingling with some of the artists, Safari and all that, to have that title, that was my accolade. So that was one of the biggest events that I felt like I did. And also I just did Rum Punch Brunch, Red Bull Culture Clash. I didn't perform, but I was dancing, and that was really dope to represent dancehall with TJ, Tony Mataran, Idonia, shout out Danali, Drege. That was dope. That was
Word.
dope.
How's your family? Like, are they supportive of you and the type of music that you make, or just, you know, like, do they love that you're making music, or they be like, nah, you gotta go do something like different, go get you a real job or some shit? Like, have they ever told you anything like that?
I think it's kind of funny with that. I've been doing music for maybe since I was 7 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So a lot of people don't know. I've done background singing for Kirk Franklin. I've done background singing for Papa San. I was an R&B artist before I was a dancehall artist. So my mom was my manager. So a lot of times I think they like you or they don't like you until you're successful.
True.
That makes sense, unless you have something to give them. I think it's hard for me being an independent artist, me doing everything on my own, so my steps are longer. But when it comes to my family and stuff like that, I think they enjoy the accolades that I make. They enjoy it, but I feel like they could support me more.
Right.
And I think that goes for any artist that's coming up. They could, either with their family or their friends, they find that you could post some more. You can put out my music more. You could tell more people about my music. But I just think that just comes with it. But yeah, I definitely feel like they could support me more. But I definitely do feel like when I make these accolades, they do feel a sense of endearment, because it's like, damn, that's my people's.
So you think they only support you when you drop your accolades, or just
yes, yeah. I'm a stunner. If anybody know me, when I come up, like, I was stunned. My outfit look good. My outfit, everything. I'm just a stunner.
Word.
But yeah, when they see me, like last year, I ended up doing the all-white party with Love and Hip Hop with Spice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She invited me to do that.
Spice be inviting you to everything, don't it?
And I love it. And I love it, yo. I love her. And I make sure I don't want to ever make it feel like I'm doing things for clout.
Yeah, for sure.
So people be looking like, yo, you ain't post that you was with Spice on your page? I'm like, yeah, I did. I posted on my story. But no, you supposed to post it on your page. But I'm like, nah. If you know, you know. You know, right. That's typically how I am. But it's a blessing to know, like, yeah, I'm doing these things, and my family's like, oh, okay, yeah. I feel like growing up without all the accolades that I had before, it was very tough, even especially transitioning, or not even transitioning, but coming out as being gay.
Right.
So I needed these accolades for myself more than anybody else. So even then, growing up, my family was looking at me probably like, what the fuck you got going on? Like, you ain't finna be nothing.
Right.
So this is like my stamp of like approval. This is my stamp of like, dang, he's here. And I get people from Africa. Forget even worry about my family or people who support me, but I get people from Africa to be like, yo, I'm gay. I'm from Uganda. We have laws where I can
Yeah.
get killed, but I just want to let you know that your music is supporting me.
Wow.
Your music is like dope. I love your dancehall music. Like I never, and little achievements and little stuff like that makes me feel like amazing.
For sure.
So I could care less.
That's dope, bro. That's a dope story. Anybody outside of Spice in the dancehall community have helped you out in any way?
Like I said before, Lisa Hype. Lisa Hype is like, she's my general. I call her, that's my general. If Spice is my queen, my general is definitely Lisa Hype.
For sure.
Lisa Hype is under Vibes Cartel. She was the first lady of Gaza. Due to controversies, they kind of downplayed her career, and I think that what made me more endearing to her, because she kept on fighting, like, you know what I'm saying? She still was putting out music, she's still putting out stuff, and the stuff that they were controversy about her for 10 years ago, these girls are doing it now, and they're making it prolific. And it was sucking dick. Let me just say it was sucking dick.
Right.
She got in trouble for sucking Cartel's dick. They posted a video maybe 12 years ago. It was controversy.
Video back then got to be crazy.
Right, and it was controversy because it was the Caribbean and no female was known to do it. And then, but now all these dancehall artists, female artists, are talking about it. So I feel like she literally opened the gate for these bitches to sit here and talk about sucking dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I have to always give ratings to Lisa Hype. Pampute, she's one of Spice's besties, but even her, she's the one that kind of showed me. You can see Pampute do like some big major shows, but you'll see Pampute do a small show.
Wow.
You will see Pampute in these streets doing a small little show with little stage and still kill the stage, still giving 100. So when I see people like that, I take it. People like Maka Diamond, who's gone up against Spice, gone up against Lisa Hype, not Lisa Hype, I'm sorry, Lady Sa, I'm sorry, but she's gone against those, and I see people like Maka Diamond who's still putting out songs, still putting out hits.
Right.
People still want to hear her music. Like, she just did something on the Dirty Money rhythm, and they won't authorize it, but people still playing that in the dancehall. Yeah. So those are the things that inspire me within dancehall. The female artists, I definitely want to highlight the female. I feel like the dancehall males get a lot of highlight.
Yeah.
But those female dancehall artists are, if you know Amari Ocean, those are the embodiment of who I am.
So, like, how does it work? Because I know you say you're real cool with Spice. Like, how does it work if you want to do a song with her? Like, do you have to
It don't work, because I'm the song with Spice. I think Spice is very busy. I'm one of her top besties. I'm one of her top fans.
Right.
So whenever she has an Atlanta event, for the last maybe 5-6 years, I tried to do it. I've never told Spice this story, and I've always wanted to tell her this story, but I was homeless. Maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was living in Burger King. And
hold on, wait. You was living?
I was living in Burger King.
Burger King. Mm-hmm. Wow, okay.
Mm-hmm. I was living in Burger King. I was still doing shows. I was still doing Amari Ocean. I was still doing shows at MSR, my sister's room and stuff like that, and still like killing the shows, like killing it. But nobody knew I was homeless. And I was living in Burger King, and my homegirl, shout out Annie Love, she had an opening for for Spice. And I said, I'm gonna go. I think when I went to sleep at Burger King was right after I worked, and when I woke up was typically, I was working. So
you worked at Burger King too? I
was doing maybe 14, 15-hour shifts a day, killing it just to get my money up because I was homeless. And I had maybe about $400. I took $200 of it and bought an outfit to go to Spice. That was the last of my money. And I took another $50 to cut my hair. I took another $60 to buy a hotel room because I said I can't go see Spice and be leaving Burger King. I got ready in the bathroom, and I went to go and see Spice, and went to see my homegirl, but I really wanted to go and see Spice, and I looked the best. I know I felt like I looked the best, and that was just something that I really wanted to do. What's so crazy is I got hit by a car.
What?
Sitting at
the same day?
Mm-hmm. No, the same day shopping for the outfit to go see Spice.
What the? God damn.
Yeah, so the car, and I have the scars in the glass marks that came out my hand because the glass was in my arm for 3 days. And they say it pops out on its own, it grows out. So I still have the marks on my arm. So those marks remind me like to always keep spice in my mind because, I was sitting at a bus stop and the car literally crashed into the bus stop and all the glass just fell on top of me.
You was sitting at the bus stop. And a car crashed into the bus stop.
Let me take my glasses off. Coming on,
yo, what the fuck kind of? This is wild.
And I can't even recall how I moved. I guess like blackout.
Yeah, you just chilling, man. You mind your own business.
But in some instance, I had the $200 outfit on the floor. I had my phone right here.
Oh, you didn't have the outfit on?
No,
okay.
I was buying the outfit. Just bought the outfit. And all I heard was beep. And I looked up. And the car was coming towards me. And I had blacked out. But within that second, I was able to take up my phone, take up my outfit, and supposedly tumbled and moved. I don't remember tumbling. It was a white man that came to me and he said, "How did you do that?" I said, "What do you say?" He said, "The car went right through you." He said, "How did you do that? How did you let the car go right through you?" So I knew at that moment I had a destiny. I knew I had to, whatever I wanted to do, I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because this was like literally a second chance in life. And I needed to go see Spice. And when I went to go see the Spice that night, it was just reassuring to see her. And it was just in alignment. And God is a God of mysterious way. And God never makes mistakes. And ever since then, it's just been like being in the sight of Spice, making sure she sees me, and it's always been a blessing because now she's inviting me to events.
Wow.
She's inviting me to go and do Love and Hip Hop. She's inviting me in spaces with Saucy Santana, but he didn't even remember me there. I've already been in spaces with him before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was homeless at that time, too. And being in spaces where she's inviting me to do her business dinners and stuff like that. So it's just really good. I just need to take my time. People just looking like they want this microwave, the artistry, and I'm not. I'm just taking my time with it, and I'm definitely enjoying the ride.
Why do you feel like right now, and maybe I'm wrong, but like Afro beats, dancehall, like a lot of that is not new, but it's becoming more popular, than it was the last, 5-10 years ago. Now the American artists want the Afro beats artists on the record just to make their shit pop now.
B-Moss, you're gonna laugh when I tell you this.
I'm listening.
All the immigrants, all these male immigrants, are coming out here and fucking all these American bitches and having kids. So they kids is just being inspired by their daddies.
No, real talk. No, like that's some dead ass serious shit. I ain't even thinking about that. No, that's some real shit though. No, for real. That make a lot of sense.
Everybody's being inspired by. I just think it's becoming more prevalent because I feel like the rap industry or the hip hop culture for today has been so diluted and and it's so saturated where it's like everything is the same. Everybody's talking about the same. So somebody wants something different, and it's the reciprocal for dancehall too because dancehall has definitely changed a lot. I feel like dancehall now has jumped on more on this American scene or maybe more of the Afrobeat scene to stay congruent with what's going on today. But to be very honest, these immigrants are coming over here having these kids, and their kids are inspired by their dads or inspired by the music or inspired by the culture, and they want to find ways to adapt the culture into their music and to their phenomenon.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, so that's really what it is.
Wow. So
in Jamaica, always a take over. You can't go nowhere and can't find a blood clot Jamaica.
What would you say to an artist, concluding on that, what would you say to an artist that just started doing music? They want to do dancehall music. I don't care if they're LGBT or not, or male or female. What do you say to? I would say, what do you say to yourself when you first started doing music? Like, if somebody came up to you right now, and be like, you inspiring. What's the first thing you tell them?
Consistency. That's the first. Consistency, standing out. I think a lot of times, like I said, I started out doing R&B and singing. So I was always like a background or always never seen, so I had to do things to always stand out, always have looks that always stand out. Consistency, so when somebody's gonna check you, I feel like hip-hop or even the dancehall culture has become very soft at times.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to rap battle. They don't want to do the battling, going back and forth. They feel like it's immature if somebody talks about somebody. But that's literally what built the culture.
True.
Those are literally some of the foregrounds that built the culture. So consistency. So if a nigga or a bitch want to check you, you can't check me because I'm consistent with my shit.
That's true.
And when you're doing shows, beyond just putting out music, don't be just a music, just because there's definitely difference between somebody who does music and somebody that's actually an artist or a performer. When you're doing your performances, make sure you stand out. Even if you don't win these open mics or these performances, you're unforgettable.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, oh my God, I need to bring him back. Like,
Oh, for sure.
So those are the three things for me as Omari Ocean, I feel like.
Well, definitely Omari Ocean. Like, I definitely appreciate. Like, I've learned a lot about you in this interview right here. No, for real, it's probably one of the best interviews I've done like in a while. So I appreciate you, coming through or whatever, man.
Man.
We did the drop mic, and you gave me your motivational words. Personally, I'm a fan.
Thank you.
Know what I'm saying? Like, personally, I'm a fan. Like,
I'm a fan of you, yo.
Yeah, I don't look at no LGBT, bro. You an artist that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with it. And just my personal thing, bro, don't let none of that shit we talked about earlier discourage you, bro. Because I
never.
see,
it motivates me.
Yeah,
I love the hate. I think people think that with me.
Yeah.
I think people be like, oh my God, Omari,
Bro,
you went through this. I'm like, no. I love it. Like, it motivates me. It's like, oh my God, yo, you chose to give me hate. Now I got to prove you wrong. Now I got to do something like I got to, like today I did that freestyle I wrote 3 days ago. Like, yeah, I love when they give me the hate. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely going to come back. I'm going to definitely give you rebuttal, but I love it because it's like, okay, I got to get active. Right. Because either you don't know who I am in this city.
Right.
Right. You either don't know who I am in Atlanta or you've never heard my music or seen me perform. So, I'm going to prove you to you.
Makes sense, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, yo.
No doubt.
Shout out Mosfest, shout out B-Mas. Don't know the team, them set up. Mario Ocean out.
Let's go. We out.
Come through, come through, come through. Come look every run when I call you. Pull up for me, listen down and show you what I can do. Me say come through, come through, come through, come through. Come like a river run when I call you. Like a genie, I'm here to serve and make it all come true. Sit down by the beer where the watermelon grow. In a hole when the boy want roam, but it a run when in and the zone. Get to the point like a kashamakatan. Me say chook chook, quick come look. You can't sleep on me, a man don't took. Shaka Zulu by script food, all that's in